Hey y'all, good morning, good evening, good night. It is a wonderful day. It is a great day. And we're so glad that you are tuning in once again. I am Jewel Wilson Murphy. I am here with All Photos Considered, where you can get all of your photo needs met. All of your media needs. If it's your prom, if it's your wedding, if you just want to take family photos, this is the place that you need to be. Call All Photos Considered. Mention my name, Jewel Wilson Murphy, and you will receive 10% off your photo need. And so we greet you, and we're glad that you're here once again. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share, and please comment below, because we love to read what you have to say about our segments. And so you all know last week we talked about the power of saying no. And so here with All Photos Considered, he suggested that we talk about oversleeping. And for those of you who walk this journey at 7 o'clock in the morning with us on Tuesday, y'all know why we're talking about oversleeping. Wink, wink. I wasn't oversleeping today, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So oversleeping is something that we just kind of poo-poo. We talk about it, but we don't necessarily look at what it's all about. Oversleeping or long sleeping is defined as sleeping more than 9 hours in a 24-hour period. Who knew that? I didn't know that. On the average, most adults require at least 7 hours of sleep. I'll tell you, 7 hours of sleep nightly, I don't really get that much sleep. I got to do better. A good night's sleep promotes overall health and mental alertness. Remember, you all, this is National Mental Health Awareness Month. So most everything that we're talking about ties us back into mental wellness, mental health alertness. Without enough sleep, you may feel sluggish, unable to focus, need a cup of coffee. On the other hand, too much sleep can also affect your health. So oversleeping symptoms. In addition to sleeping more than 9 hours a night, other symptoms of oversleeping include excessive napping. Now, my friends know I'll say, give me a few minutes. I'm going to take a 10-minute nap. I get a 10-minute nap. I'm good. So excessive napping. So I'm going to say it's excessive, but I will take a nap every so often just to kind of recoup and get back in the game. But excessive napping, excessive daytime sleepiness, and headaches. Those are some things we need to consider. What causes oversleeping? Oversleeping can occur when you try to make up for a sleep debt. Now, my girl BFF Wanda says you can never catch up with your sleep. I don't know. I try to do it sometimes. But there are examples that we may stay up too late several nights in a row to complete a big project and therefore become sleep deprived. I stay up late. Sometimes I'll take a nap, get up around 12, and do the prayer line, of course, and then I may lay back down. So there are some causes of oversleeping. And so as we talk about this today, see where you fit in this conversation. See if you have any of these things going on in your life. A number of health conditions can also lead to oversleeping and excessive daytime sleepiness. Sleep disorders, including sleep apnea, insomnia, narcolepsy. I have to talk to my daughter-in-law about that. Depression and anxiety, here we go. We're talking about mental wellness still this month. Oversleeping contributes to all these things. Obesity, cardiovascular disease, say that 5 times fast, diabetes, chronic pain, hypothyroidism. All those things are impacted when we don't get enough sleep. You all know about sleep apnea. It causes you to stop breathing temporarily during your sleep. Narcolepsy, there are 3 types of narcolepsy, and there is idiopathic hypersomnia. Idiopathic hypersomnia. Where are my nurses at? Depression and anxiety. People get depressed sometimes and they have anxiety, and those all add to us having sleep deprivation or oversleeping. And so there are many treatments that exist for, of course, anxiety and depression, in addition to cognitive behavior. It is early, y'all, so please forgive me for my tongue twistedness. I think I made up a word. But anyway, impacts of oversleeping. Oversleeping impacts your overall health and can have negative effects just as a lack of sleeping. Early research suggests that longer sleep worsens inflammation in the body, decreases your immune function, can lead to chronic disease. Both short and long-term durations are associated with a number of health concerns and chronic diseases. I already mentioned obesity. I talked about mental health and anxiety and depression, but also frequent mental distress. Mental distress, again, we're back here. We're talking about mental distress as it relates to sleeping, but we're also still in the month of May where we delve into mental health wellness, coronary heart disease, diabetes, strokes, tips for avoiding oversleeping. So if you're concerned about oversleeping, as all photos considered, I had a conversation last week about oversleeping. Remember, wink, wink. There are some things that you can have a conversation with about your doctor or with your doctor about you oversleeping and your health habits. You may want to keep a sleep diary. You might want to record your sleep every night and the wake up times, when you wake up, how often you wake up, what's going on when you do wake up. Regardless of the causes of our oversleeping, we can improve our oversleeping habits by setting a regular scheduled time. Go to bed and wake up at the same time. Go to bed every night at the same time. Wake up every morning at the same time of day. This will help us avoid sleep loss and sleep debt. Create bedtime routines. Your routine should help you relax and prepare for sleep. Avoid electronics in the hours before bedtime, as this light can delay sleep onset. Consider your sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a cool temperature and free of light and noises. So I oftentimes turn on the rain. My grandson introduced me to the rain channel. And a lot of times I just turn the rain channel on and I lull myself to sleep, and it's such a good sleep. Keep active. Daily exercises and sunlight exposure helps us to sleep better. It helps us to sleep well at night. Avoid excessive exercise close to bedtime. I know we've already heard that. Nap early. Naps later in the afternoon can make it difficult for us to fall asleep on time. So when you've raised your children, you made sure that they didn't go to sleep too late because you wanted them to go to sleep or go to bed on time. That's the same advice we have for you today. So again, we are here with All Photos Considered, and this week we're talking about what happens when you oversleep. What measures can you take not to oversleep? What concerns you may want to look at when you're oversleeping. I am so grateful that you all are here. I am so grateful for All Photos Considered, who tapped me on the shoulder almost a year ago, y'all. We about to celebrate an anniversary. So All Photos Considered tapped on the shoulder about a year ago and say, hey, do you want to do this? And I said yes. I'm so glad I did. I am grateful for you all. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and please, 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 please comment below. Please have a great week.